Hello and welcome to the What is an Anecdotal Note learning object. Today, we will review the format of an anecdotal note and what should be included in an anecdotal note. Early childhood practitioners collect child data by observing children and writing anecdotal notes about what they've observed. Now, take a moment to reflect on the following question. When you observe children and write notes about what you've observed, what kind of information do you include? Take a moment to write your thoughts down. Now, let's take a look at the format of an anecdotal note to see how your responses compare.
An anecdotal note begins with background information, including the date of the observation, the child's name, the location of the observation, and the part of the day when the observation is taking place. The second part of the anecdotal note is the description of what happened, including exactly what the child did and said. The third part of the anecdotal note is how the child's actions ended. What else should you know about taking anecdotal notes? A few tips for being successful in writing anecdotal notes are as follows. First, you should use abbreviations. Abbreviations can be used to make anecdotal note-taking faster. For example, instead of writing out book area, teachers can write BA. If all teachers in a child care center agree that they would like to use the abbreviation BA to indicate book area, everyone will share a common shortcut. It is suggested that teachers meet as a group and decide which abbreviations will be used. This ensures consistency between children and anecdotal notes. So, as children progress through different classrooms, their anecdotal notes are uniform, allowing for easier comparison. Next, be sure to write specific details. In order for anecdotal notes to be useful, they should be as specific as possible. For example, it would be inappropriate for a teacher to write, Mabel said something. To be more specific, the teacher should write, Mabel said, I start Mabel with a big M. Finally, it is important to keep anecdotal notes brief. Anecdotal notes differ from narratives. Narratives are written when it is appropriate to look at children's behavior in depth, and can be quite lengthy. Anecdotal notes are meant to capture children's abilities related to the standards listed under Feld's or Gold. Writing a good anecdotal note helps you collect information that is important for helping you to plan learning experiences for your students. So please keep these guidelines in mind each and every time you write one. What does an anecdotal note look like? The best way to learn is to take a look at one. It begins with the date and location, and then notice the time of day the observation occurred. Notice the time does not need to be exact, but can simply be written as lunchtime, center time, or another part of your daily classroom routine. Notice this anecdotal note was taken during snack time, and the abbreviation ST was used. Also, be sure to include the child's name, what happened during the observation, and how the observation ended.
This time, your task is to choose the response which best answers the question. Which of the following is not a success tip for writing an anecdotal note? A. Use specific details. B. Use abbreviations. Or C. Include as many words as possible. Take a moment to reflect on your response. If you answered C, include as many words as possible, you are correct. That is because it is suggested that you keep anecdotal notes brief when you are writing them.